Hi guys. I'm excited to speak to all of you. I was only expecting Cormac, so
I'll go back.
no, please stay, please stay. It's so good to see all of you. So it's very exciting. So yeah, how's
He's
it
for the
going for
price of
you?
one.
Yeah, how's it going for you guys?
It's going very well, yeah. Where are we now? We're in Berlin. We were in Hamburg yesterday, so we are 3 dates into the German leg of the European tour. Having a lot of fun. It's good to be back on the road again. And yeah, good, busy audiences and people seem to be liking the new material, so it's all good.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I was gonna ask since you are in Germany right now, same as us. So I was wondering, compared to, other countries, how do you feel like is the vibe here versus maybe, somewhere else you've played recently?
Yeah, funny. I was talking about this in an interview yesterday, how there is a definite vibe. I mean, the vibe changes from city to city wherever we go. But when we come to Germany, you know you're in Germany, and it's hard to really define what that vibe is, but but there's a definite identity and something I think whatever it is, it's very relatable to Northern Irish people like ourselves. I think there's a kindred spirit there, and we feel that every time we come to Germany. So that's great.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. And also, you already said it, the new album is here, and we are very excited about that because, it's been a while. So, how does it feel to be, back with a new album, having new material?
Yeah, it's great to be back. I mean, I think we're gone too long, and it's tour's been going great. Another thing we noticed was playing in Germany, the audience seemed to know the new songs, and we're as excited to hear those as the old material, which is good for us because we just want to play everything of the new album Sundowners. So yeah, it's been great to be back on the road again and playing some new music.
Yeah, and with the new songs, was there any song you've been playing live now, and you are like very surprised how it works compared to, how you were expecting it to work? Like, is there any song that's really fun to play live?
Up there, all the new stuff is a lot of fun to play live. And we feel that on stage. We're kind of looking each other in the eye, and we're vibing off each other, and just enjoying playing fresh material again. But suppose like the song Blood Brother in particular, here in Germany, you can kind of tell that the people are coming to that gig and they know the song, and that's always quite surreal because we're sitting over in Ireland, getting ready for a tour, but we're kind of, you feel a little bit detached from it all until you're out there, on the tour bus and doing the gigs in the moment. So whenever we get into a room full of people and they're singing back the words to a brand new song like Blood Brother, it's a special feeling.
Right? And so I saw you released an album on St. Patty's Day. How come?
Why not? For four Irish paddies, that maybe like to drink a pint of Guinness on St. Patrick's Day, it gave us another reason to celebrate. Um, it's a nice, easy day to remember. And yeah, we actually, where were we? We were in Birmingham in England, and yeah, it was kind of, there was a lot of carnage in the streets that day. A lot of people dressed as leprechauns running around Birmingham, having clearly consumed a few beers, which only added to the atmosphere on release day. It made for an extra special celebration, and yeah, it just seemed like the right thing to do.
And so I was wondering, for you guys being back together after all this time, has the dynamic in the band changed at all, or is it back to how it was?
Things have changed. A lot of things have changed. We're all family men now, so being on tour is a different experience. Um, but then at the same time, I'd say nothing has changed. these guys are still as wild as ever. And yeah, it's like it used to be. It's very enjoyable.
So you're still like, it's new, but it's also the same.
Exactly.
Well, thanks to you guys, more people know the songs, so that's a good thing.
That's a nice thing.
Well, we are very happy to play the song. So, yeah. And, you know, talking about the songs, I feel like Blood Brother kind of connects to sort of where you left off. And then there's also new stuff with the new songs. Do you feel like the sound has changed, or how did you decide how to go with the sound when you started it again?
I think we've gone back to where we originally were, really. 15 odd years ago, we've kind of returned back to the sound that maybe people fell in love with the band in the first place, So it's kind of blues, buzzy rock, well produced, well recorded, We very naturally performed the album in the room, captured the energy of the band really, really well. For the first time, maybe, so I think that really comes across on songs like Blood Brother, for example, Living on the Line and things like that. Sundowners, they're all very much live recordings. So there's a great energy about it,
I saw you also released your new album on vinyl as well. And recently, actually, vinyl sales have been overpowering the CD sales. So I was wondering, for you guys personally, are you more a vinyl person or Spotify all the way? Like, do you have a preference?
A bit of both, really. I mean, I have a nice collection of records, but just obviously on a practical level, if I'm in the car or whatever, I'd be more inclined to have Spotify on there. But I like the kind of commitment to listening to a record. Like you need to physically, obviously, take it out of the packaging, so you're inclined to check out the artwork. You'll maybe read who produced that record. You'll obviously listen to the album in two halves, and it feels like more of a listening mindful event than just kind of having instant access to all the music you could possibly want. But then the flip side of that is Spotify, Apple, whatever, you've got instant access to all the music you could possibly want. Maybe that vinyl record that you don't have, you've got there whenever you need it. So I kind of feel like I've got a nice balance between both worlds there.
I love the idea of being a vinyl person, and putting on a record just for as Corey says, for the experience of it. And actually listening to an album from start to finish is a really nice thing to do. I don't think I've ever done that in Spotify. I don't think I've ever actually listened to a whole album. It's only a track here and a track there. So yeah, definitely would like to be more of a vinyl person.
Yeah, probably more on the vinyl tip as well. I think it's more how we listen to music when we were younger. And, I like the experience of it's a holistic thing of having the record in your hands, looking at the artwork, and then it even extends into your stereo system, how you set that up. You can be very particular about that. So yeah, I like that experience. But it's tough to beat the convenience of Spotify and Apple Music and things like that, especially when you're on the road and you're touring. Every song you could ever want is just there at the touch of a button. But it's good to hear that the vinyl sales are doing well.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's a convenience thing, which I totally agree with. But like that crackling sound when the vinyl starts, I think it's so good. Just, so good. So yeah, well, thank you so much for all of that. All the things you told me just now. So is there anything else you would like to tell your fans out here?
Just thanks for listening, I suppose. There's much more to come. This is definitely the beginning of a new chapter for The Answer, and yeah, we're just loving being out on the road again. We're looking forward to playing for you guys in June, and yeah, keep spinning our records, keep spreading the word that The Answer's back, and that Sundowners is out there doing its thing, and yeah, thank you for the support.